Start all. Haha, awesome. There we go. Okay, we got video on YouTube. Twitch doesn't like me on that one. Kick. Might be getting some lag, some latency. No, it looks okay. No. Stream's still coming along fine. Oh, I see why. Just let me sign in here. No, a known error. It doesn't like that either. Alright, well, I'm assuming that I am live. I just really want to double check. I know I'm live on Gamer. And I'm also streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. Or rather, I should be. Just wanted to double check here. I will get to it in just a moment. Authenticator app. Hang on. Just doing the verifying. Dang it. Got that. Let's see. Create a dashboard. Getting everything up and running, just doing the verifications. Let's see. Stream manager. Got it. Yes, Twitch is live. Let me double check. Kick. Of course, everybody's got second factor authentication, which I do appreciate. Tedious, but I do appreciate. Awesome. That stream is working as well. All right. Last one I want to verify is X. Let's see. That one I can verify over there. And media. Where would I actually see my live stream? Producer, no broadcast sources. I've already got that. Live. Huh. In the date range. What? Today. No. Not sure how I would check. My own profile. Does it list? No, it does not post on my own profile when I have actually gone live. Do I actually have to make some kind of a schedule? Create? Well, OBS claims it's streaming out to X. Waiting for stream. How would you describe your broadcast? I have no idea. I don't know what the heck to call it. We'll just go. They don't have an others category, just a general. Entertainment, no. Comedy, certainly not. I don't know what they, whatever. I'll just pick that. OBS input. I've already put all that in. Hang on, I need to mess with the X stream here. Make sure that it's actually doing what it needs to be doing. VAP SCP TV80X. Yes, that's correct. Public chat. No one. Advanced settings. Create broadcast? Sure. Oh, good. It is already showing it. Sweet. Okay. Okay, well, I am seeing it now on X as well. So, all verified. Huh. I wonder if I have to actually... Wait. That's interesting. It's showing that I have the stream going on X, but... Huh. Was showing something, but it's not actually showing the video. I wonder why. I don't have it started here on X. Okay, well now I do. Ah, and then the video appears. Okay. Alright, so, okay, I guess that's working. It's got a long delay, though. Let's see. Nah, see, Gamer is instant. Oh, yeah, X has got a long delay on that. I wonder if that's something that I can mess with, but whatever. Oh, no, don't want to end it. No, stop. Alright, so everything's verified as working. Cool. Does it actually post on my account though that I've gone live? Ah, well, it does have a live symbol there, but all right, whatever. All right, let me get to it. Hello, welcome to today's stream. This is going to be a shorter one than it was the other day. I've only got about 1 hour. But I am streaming across 5 different services. Gamer Center, Twitch, X. Hang on. Let's see. Twitch, YouTube, Kick, X, and Gamer. However, I am only going to be monitoring Gamer Center's chat. So, if you want to chat with the live stream, if you want live interactions, make sure to check out Gamer Center or gamer.center, gmr.center. Today, I am going to be working on a customer's custom medallion order. As you can hear, I've got some royalty-free musics in the background now. I'm not feeling all of the songs, but yeah. I wonder if I can create like a favorites list. I'm gonna have to do that because not all of these songs I am feeling. But it is approved for streaming, safe for streaming. So we'll go with it. I will learn as we go. All right, so like I said, I have a custom client order here. I gave them a, what did they call that? A mock-up. I have a mock-up here that I sent to them. They were okay with it enough to order, and so I will add some more details and then get it ready for cutting. Alright, so they wanted, let's see, they wanted to see if I could add, I trimmed that image. Okay, I see what I did there. Alright, so I need to go back to the image. Did I save that? I hope that I would have been smart enough to save that on a local drive, but if I did not, that's fine. I can go back to the chat that gave it to me and get it again. Alright, reference, what would it be? That one. Hey, no, I saved a snippet of it. Alright, so I gotta go back to the actual, gotta go back to the actual chat and get the full image because they were wanting some more details in the image. And I need to get those details. Alright, there we are. Alright, they wanted... No, that image. Let me save that over where I put the other one. I know you guys aren't seeing any of this. I just have the stream focused on the Blender, and I am working in the background. All right, let's see. All right, we got that part saved. And now, this part that they're asking for, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to squeeze that in there. I might be able to make that work, but we'll see. So we got that. Let me just take one more snippet. If I need to separate that, I can. Yep. There we go. All right. So that's all saved. Let's see how I can pull that into Blender here. I need add image as a reference. Reference images, mockup. They want that one. They want possibly that one, and they definitely want that one. Alright, so let's go. Which one was this one? Hang on, I gotta. Let's go totem. Hide that. Hide the base medallion. Alright, so that image is. Nah, totally spelled that wrong. Totem. Totem reference. There we go. Alright, hide that. We got this guy that needs to go down way smaller. Rotate 180 up. That one is that. And this one again, scale way the heck down, rotate 180, move up, and name it, counts. And this one, same thing. Where did that go? Where did that go? Ah. There we go. All right, that's looking better. All right, so what can I do with these? We got totem. Ah, we move all these to the back. And work on positioning and sizing them. I need to turn the back here on. Alright, so for anybody joining me, I see I got 4 viewers on gamer.center. Thank you very much for joining me. I am streaming across multiple services now. I am currently streaming to Gamer Center, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and X. Thank you all for joining me on all these various streams. However, I will only be monitoring gamer.center for comments, so if you want live interaction, make sure to swing by gmr.center and watch me there, comment there, I will see it and respond. So right now I am working on a custom client order. I sent them this modeling as a mock-up. They were happy enough with it to provide an actual order, so I am working on adding some details that they requested to it. Let's see. Let's work with just the one for now. And shrink that down. I need the top piece because that tells me what my boundaries are. I could squeeze that there. Yeah. Let me get that as an exact 0. I do prefer symmetry. Alright, so I could swing that there. And the Alaska counts, that's going to be actually, I'm going to move that over there. That would work better off because then I could do, it just popped into my head, I could do the Alaska 90. Alright, Alaska, no, that's the, that can go over there, and then U90 minus can come here, except I would want you to be slightly ahead so I can read that easier. Squeeze you down. I don't need the counts part there, but I do need the Alaska, but I need to leave room for the counts. So if that's going to squeeze in right there, then the counts can squeeze there. I think that could work. Yeah. That would work out quite nicely. I always like to save even a little bit of room between my top here because I have other molds and stuff that needs to squeeze into, so I use a 2.5 degree angled bit. So there needs to be a slight taper, allowance for a slight taper there. That's why they're not quite right at the edge. But looking good. I like that layout. So now we set about recreating it. This stem I'm going to have to make a little bit thicker. Otherwise it's not going to, there won't be much there. Census 2010, Alaska counts. I like it. They were happy. Well, I want to add more detail to the totem. They were okay with it, but I am not. I can do better than that. So let me add a rough of these. These won't be that hard just because they're not organic. I can actually just model those without the pen tablet, and so that makes it easier. Let's get to it. As you can hear, I do have some royalty-free music in the background. This is hang on, let me get Pandemic Sound is the Epidemic Sound. Sorry, not Pandemic Sound. Epidemic Sound has subscriptions where you can get royalty-free music for streaming, specifically allowed for streaming. All right, let's do a new object mesh. Didn't they have just a dot? Where did they go to the dot? That's fine, I can do this. At center G. Oh. Alright, Y. Okay, that's fine. Alright, move that up there to start. And just start. Well, let's block it out first, and then we can, do I want to use multi-surface modifier? I think it goes easier. Generate subdivision surface. That failed. Generate subdivision surface. Let's go with a 2, and then we can cut that and move it, except it doesn't really like to do that if it doesn't have an actual closed surface. So let's close that in there. Wait, did that already close in? Oh, yes it did. No. There. Now that's a closed surface. Alright, let's flip that just to test. Yeah, alright, that's flipped. Alright, nope, I wanted to still be in there. That. Okay, so subdivision surface modifiers makes it quite a bit easier to get arcs. Except I might have to go up even, yeah, higher on that to get a decent arc. Let me just match it up exactly for now. Nice and tight. And then we will see what needs to happen. Ooh, I did not want that. No. Cut. Let me go that. No, dang it. Not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, thin that up just like that. I can make that one thicker. Oh, dang it, I didn't want to do that. It didn't register. Oh, well, why is it? I know why it's not clicking, because I'm on Ubuntu, and it's got an alt thing. I need to change that, because that's messing up several things. Alright, so let's go that, and then, nope, wanted close enough. Just roughing it out for now. And then let's go there. And one last one out here. And now we start. Ooh, that actually landed quite perfectly. Adjust that to adjust the arc. There we go. Looking decent. Might have to do something there. We can adjust that curve. Thin that out a little bit. That should work. It's all about adjusting the curves. I'm not sure that I even need those. Ah, dang it. Let me get rid of those, see if I can do without. I may probably have to add those back in. Just because, I don't think I'm going to get thin enough, sharp enough detail. I need these as control points, because then that really tightens up that curve, see? Alright, now I can pull that back. You can come down there. And notice I'm not really caring where the vertex points are. I'm watching the lines that it's creating, so that that's what matters, is not where the points are, but with the subdivision surface modifier, where are the lines laying. Then I can take all that. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can do another modifier on that. Solidify. Generate. Solidify. Let's go in the one direction. No, negative direction was better. Dang it, -1. But I only want maybe 4 millimeters. That is on the 0, so that's fine. Alright, then I can actually array that. Add modifier, array. I need, how would I do that? Oh, empty plane, bring that over here. Oh, what the heck is my cursor doing way down there? Alright, I can put that on the 0 because I know it's at the 0 point. Well, actually, maybe not, because it's an image. Who the heck knows where the center of that is? U, array on a object offset, which is that guy. Then I can take that and spin it one. No, what the heck happened there? Alright. Their origins need to match. It's all about their origins, that's right. So you actually can go back to 0, and let me take this one and apply its location so that it matches. Then what happens when I spin that? That's not what I want, but I can do the 180. Then I can slide that sideways there and down. Using an object offset for the array. Flip it 180. I now have full control over that other leaf, even though it's actually being manipulated by that leaf. Alright, close enough for now. Let's see. I can actually do... Let me add a new folder here for cuts. I can put the empties in there too. That doesn't matter. Alright, do a new mesh plane, go into it, and merge at center. Bring that up here. I need that cursor to world origin. Selection to cursor. There we go. Alright, now I come over here, add a boolean, however you want to pronounce it, manifold with that guy? No. It would be, there we are, plane 01. Okay, so now when I come in here, edit that, it will cut that out. What happened? Dang it. Blender crashed, hang on. That was not a very complex operation. I'm not sure why Blender didn't like that. Happens every now and then, not a big deal. We pop back in. I do need to refresh, recover, autosave usually is a better option. Let's see how long it did. 9:18, that would have been last minute. Okay, it only missed that one part. Alright, save before it crashes again. Alright, modifier, array, I need boolean. Boolean difference. It didn't even create that. Alright, new cuts and new plane. Go in, merge at center, put my cursor back to the world origin, put the selection to origin, and there. Alright. Then I can do U to the plane 01, edit the plane. Now let's try this again. See if Blender crashes on me again. Hopefully not. Fill that. Alright, that looks good enough. Alright, let's move that slightly off and then solidify that at about 5 mils, except its plane is reversed. There we go. And that gives you a nice cut right there in that leaf. Alright, let's go. Textured wireframe helps you to see. Then I can duplicate that, bring it over here, give it a slight rotate, line it up with that, and there we go. 2 cuts. Make sure that's actually looking decent. Yep, perfect cut. Alright, looking good. And it automatically carried over to that. No, it did not, because my modifiers are out of order. Let's see. Boolean, then array. Bingo. Gotcha. Alright, now I could use a text on for the words, but I don't have a text that matches that font, I don't think. So I might have to model that, which is not terribly hard to do. Okay, let's do leaf. So, yeah, bad grammar there, but alright, whatever. Let's move that up into the cuts. Leaf, array, empty. It's going to be tedious to model that. I don't want to do text. I prefer to do the modeling. Alright, so mesh plane. Let me just merge at center, bring that over here. I can get rid of that. Well, let's just get started. I know I'm going to want, nope. Well, yes, but later. Subdivision surface is the one that I was going for here. I want that on top. Let me do 4 here like I did on the other one and do that. Let's see. Let's do a 2 on that. Let's see. Just got a notification. Let's put another one there and bring that actually down there. Probably I could do that more than that. Let's go to the point, top, middle-ish, bottom, and that. Alright, that closes that in. Now, mess with lines. See if I can get the curves I need like this. And no, I'm probably going to need a second one here. Yeah, better control, tighter lines. Did I fill all that in? I think so. Yeah, except it's all one. Let me divide that down. That'll probably, oh yeah, that'll help the modeling a lot. Because when you're using the subdivision surface modifier, it prefers to be cut, particularly in quads, like that. Perfect. All right, so now we adjust the inside. So yeah, I'm just modeling this text because I know I have that's not what I wanted. Vertex weight. There we go. I could do text, but I don't have this font, so that kind of messes things up. That's right. I did another cut there, so there we go. Move you over there. Like, oh wait, these are not supposed to have vertex weights on them though. All right, that'll help. Pull you off that way. Bring you there. You know, if a person really wanted to, they could go through and model all the fonts themselves, build their own models of all the different font styles. I have no intention of doing that, but that would be something that somebody could do. The curve in here doesn't quite look right. A little bit up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's looking okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks nice. All right, now we continue. Let's do you. See, this one I'm not feeling. Let's move on. Wrap is not my style. How's the stream? Yeah, okay, that is still focused on the right window. All right. There we go. Let's fill that. Oh, except I gotta... Alright, let's do that. Cut. See, this is the part I don't like about modeling the text, though. You do have to really try to keep everything in quads. Otherwise, it just messes everything up. But I do like how it turns out. It looks nice. Not feeling that music. Not feeling this one either. I haven't used Epidemic Sound in a long time, so I'm not very familiar with their songs and like how to get the ones that you really like. So that'll improve over time. I only just started using them again, so yeah, everything's a learning experience, not a problem at all. All right, let's push that out. I am not going to be able to get the bit between the C and the E here. That is one issue I may run into, is I might not have the space to get the cutting bit down inside of here. Let me make sure that I'm actually, yeah, all my signals are good. Volumes, video, looks good. All right, so to everybody who might be watching, thank you very much for joining me. I do greatly appreciate that. I am currently broadcasting on many different sources, but the only source that I am monitoring for conversation is Gamer Center, gmr.center. So if you want to have any conversation with me, I would greatly appreciate that, but you'll have to swing by gmr.center in order to do that. All right, let me delete that. Ooh, face? No, faces only. Only face. There we go. Not only fans, only face. Extrude, drop the vertex. Extrude, drop the vertex. Connect those. Extrude 1, 2, 3. No, didn't mean to connect that, but might as well. All right, so we go doot, 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 doot. Wait. That's what I need right there. That, and then you. All right, let's fill in you, and no, what the heck? Ooh, why are you doing that? What's going on there? Ah, I see what it's doing. All right, why does that look like it's messing up? That is not right. Excuse me just a moment. All right. So why is that one doing that? I'm getting some nasty cuts here. All right, let's go. No, well, yes, except why. There we go. That is... It's got a nasty crease in there, and I don't know why. Oh, because that got connected wrong. Hang on, let me back out and see where that went wrong. Alright, why is that doing that? That shouldn't be having that line way over there. Ah. Oh, I see. No, that doesn't... Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that does fix it. That is the center line. But what is that line then? Oh, no, that's the center line. Oh, I see. That's the array. I need that gone. That was messing me up there. Okay. Making me think that there was an issue in the modeling, and there was not. All right. So how are we looking there? Okay, we need to do some adjusting, just a little bit, but it's not too bad. Beautiful. Well, good enough. Let's move you up flush with that, so it has a nice sharp point there. I do need to keep that big enough that I can actually get the bit inside of there to actually carve out that E. But looking pretty decent. Except those two need to have a vertex weight. There we go. That's better. Pull these out just a bit. That'll work. All right, moving on. Let me get a vertex weighted one here. And there. These all have sharp edges. And then let's go 1, 2, 3. 4. vertex weight down. Except now these ones are going to need vertex weight back up again. And since these are all square, I can just do that 1, 2. I could probably do that. Yeah, pull that over there, pull you up here, put an extra there. I don't need the vertex weights on these, so those can drop. Come down, sharp vertex weight, come over, and connect with you. And there we go. Except I need this to be in line with that, and then this needs to connect across. Yeah, okay. And then I need 1, 2, and those need to line up with that and that so that I can cut. No. Join. Alright, these don't need bevel weights. Alright, so these 4 need to scoot that way a little bit. Alright, so we got 1, 2. No, why does it keep doing that? Why is that yellow? That should not be yellow. Not that I'm aware of. Alright, let's go you, you. But why does it push that way over there? It should not be. Oh, probably because their faces are reversed. There we go. Okay, except it still throws that edge over there. Not quite sure why. Oh, because I haven't connected you, 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 and you. And then I can continue. Kind of fixes it, yeah. Alright, so if I put that down there. Ah, yes, alright, that fixes it. We're looking good now. Make sure that everything's facing in the right direction. Yep. And now we start adjusting angles. Push that there. That one could use maybe a 50% vertex weight, you think? 0.5. Yeah, just tighten up that edge. Perfect, just like that. All right. I'm not liking how far that is away, but I mean, it looks okay. I think it'll pass. All right, let me get the rest of these finished out. I got about 20 minutes left on this particular stream. Just a reminder, I am streaming across multiple different services, and I am only monitoring gamer.center, gmr.center, for comments. So if you want to chat with me, you will need to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is basically just curves all around, curves for everybody. Point, point, curve. So this is the advantage of using the subdivision service multiplier. You don't have to get every single point here. You let the modifier handle the majority of the points that would need to be there. Let it handle those. And then you simply manage there we go, that works. No, that's not working. You manage the curves, but it handles the detail of the points. All right, I'm going to have to do some adjusting here because these really need to line up. And if that's going to be that one, then I need an extra one there. And that one lines up with that. I need an extra one here. You should be okay. No, you want to line up with that. So I actually put it too many points. And then you there, you there. All right, let's see. You there, need an extra point. You there, extra point, and that. Boom, done. All right, we got you. All right, there we go. Is that a, yeah, that doesn't need a bevel weight on or a vertex point weight on it. Yeah, there we go. And then just generate the curves. All right, flatten that out a little bit. Pull the back end out here. Nah, that's too far out. Unless we pull that out. I like that right there. You can pull you out a little bit, give you a little more of a belly. There we go. Looking good. A little bit of a point there. I'm liking it. All right. Is it facing the right way? Yes, it is. Shocking. All right. Point down, and then I need 1, 2, 3 point up to flat with them. Oh wait, nope, that was the wrong one. Straight over, straight down, straight over, straight up. All right, so that'll be that one. Then I need 1, 2, 3, and there, and then that. Okay. So this one I want to have a 0.5. I think it was this one and this one. On the other one that I did was a 0.5. That gives it a little bit more of a tightness there. And then these are, oh, I don't want the rest of these. These are no bevel weights, or no vertex weights. 2, 3, no vertex weights. All right, and the rest are points. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh, it did like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now I need 2 here, there, and there. Then you, face, face, face. What happened there? It's not liking that. Why is why is that not liking that? Oh, that kind of helped, except it's looking nasty. Faces are facing the wrong way, except for that one. All right, that would be why it has nasty geometry there, because all of these need to be flipped. There we go. That's looking good. All right, you can come. You're okay. Let's line all of those up in the X0. Okay, pull you back just a hair. Set you. You're actually okay. All right, that's looking good for that letter. And actually, I can just take that and duplicate, let's bring it straight across, and bam, done with that letter. Let's move on. Yeah. All right. 2. Let's go dot. 1, 2, 3, as I have for the others. Let's continue that around with another 2. And then 1. I don't know if I'll need that many though. Yeah, I probably will. All right, let's go dot. And then you can go straight, 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 and then start your curve here. 1, 2, 1, 2, I am totally messing this up. I'm going to have to add or remove vertexes. Not a problem, though. Easy peasy. Alright, let's do all of those minus that. Turn the vertex weights down. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, fill. Yeah, it's looking nice, except I missed one there, so fill, perfect. Except, how do we do that? That needs, oh, well, I'm going to put one here, so there. And then you will get a split, nope, there. And then I can do one in the middle, and then, what happened? Oh, well, it doesn't have faces yet, so, oh, no, stop that. I mean, maybe that's kind of okay. That does work, okay. Except it's not going to work there. Well, actually, there we go. Haha. No, why is that not liking that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, because it doesn't have its face in yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, face. All right, there we go. There we go. Good on the quads. We're not talking muscles here. We're talking geometry, topology. Not the earth kind either. Yeah, we can tighten that up a little bit, just like that. There we go. All right. I'm seeing 2 watching on Gamer Center. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. I don't know how many I have on other streaming services, but if you are there, I do greatly appreciate you swinging by. So while I am streaming on, I think, 5 different platforms, I am only monitoring Gamer Center, gmr.center, for comments and interactions. So if you want any comments or interactions, swing by there and drop me a comment. I would love to have the interaction. And this, I really need to build a custom playlist on this. Epidemic Sound, safe for streaming services, because some of these songs I am just not liking. But that's okay. We make do. Pull you down. What do we got going on here? Why is that looking so nasty? Whew, yeah, that is nasty. That is not liking that at all, is it? Well, I could do that. I mean, I'm not printing anything, so no. Yeah, well, that'll clean up the geometry at least. Kind of. There's still a little bit of a nick there. 1.0. Oh. Okay, well, what if I scoot that one then? There we go. Okay. Now that's okay. But could I? Will it be okay with that? Yes, it will. Learning something new every day. Always be learning. Bringing pixels to life. Pixelated image. Bringing it to life as modeled text. Alright, that's looking okay. Well, except that it's all needs to be flipped. There we go. Looking good. Moving on to the 0. Can I get through this in the next 10, 14 minutes? Probably. Alright, let's start up there. I want 1 on either side. And then down. Bring those there. And then to a point. Yes. Merge in the middle. At center. Yes. Alright. Then duplicate that. And expand to that. Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted. Expand. There we go. Bingo. Push you up. Let's go. Let's make sure all these are symmetrical and down. Oh, wait. I did not put some there. I should have. No. Well, I got to put some there then. Oh, I did on the bottom, though. Okay. All right. You. Bam. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop. There. Done. Now, simply adjust the edges. Yeah, that's way too tall. All right, we got to shrink that down, pull you out. It's getting a little wonky in here. It's a little bit tight, hard to tell where everything needs to go, but we will make it work. So this doesn't need to be super accurate, only because the machining bit is not going to be able to get into a lot of these super tight corners. Huh, that doesn't look quite right. And of course it would be inverted, so flip. And, oh, well, that doesn't help. That needs, well, I need this to be much more symmetrical. Can I do symmetrize? Yes. Okay. Symmetrize vertical? Am I messing these things up? Ooh, yes I am. Ooh, that is not good. All right. Yeah, that messes that up. All right, don't do that. I thought that it would only do the vertexes I had selected, but no, it does mess everything up. All right, pull you up then. Roughly symmetrized. Oh, well, I do know a way that I could do that. Let me get rid of these vertexes. Take that, duplicate. -1? No. S -1. There we go. Okay. Now we take that point and scoot and then... Oh, but you see. Merge at center. Merge at center. Merge center. Center. Alright, so that should be... that should be symmetrical. Flip those. Alright. Now I just need to be careful to... No, I think it looks okay. I can leave that as is. No. The... Alright, I see a spot that needs to be adjusted. You need to come down. You're a bit too much of a point. There we go. Alright, you... Oh, dang it. I forgot about that. It doesn't like to do the Alt key. I need to figure that out because running on Ubuntu, it just doesn't like using the Alt key. See, that looks fine right there. That looks good. All right. Let's get back in here. Let's select all, duplicate, pull that over. Why does that not look... Oh, because those are going to overlap. Should they? No, they should not be overlapping. Alright, so I need to take these 1, 2, 3 and pull them down so that those are not overlapping. Sorry, I need to jump on a call now. No problem. Thank you very much, TCG World, for swinging by, Mr. at TCG World. Appreciate the patronage. So as I was mentioning, I'll be wrapping up this stream in about 8 minutes. I am streaming on 5 different platforms, but I am only monitoring Gamers Center, gmr.center, for messages and interactions. So if you would like any messaging or interactions with me, make sure to stop by there. Alright, how is that looking? That's looking much better. Not touching. Although, again, it's going to be very hard to get a bit down in there. I don't know if I'm going to... I might have to actually move these apart from each other. Alter the design slightly in order to actually make that work. Yes, that is what I will need to do. Let me quickly finish up on this Census 2010. And then call the stream. Down. I need a point there, 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 there. Pull you over, and then 1, 2, and you. 1, 2, and you. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, face, up, up. There we go. You all need to be in line on the X, and then on the Z there, and you should be lined up. You. Oh, you know what? And they shouldn't be lined up on the Z. Or yeah, because that is an actual. I mean, that's a pretty clear, obvious. That's a little bit inset there. Not a problem. Oh, except these don't need your vertex crease. Turn that off. And pretty much everything else does. So, get your nice, beautiful crease. Your curve. Perfect. That's looking nice. That's looking okay. Your faces are, of course, off. And that is... Oh, well, because you don't have faces on most of them. There we go. You across. Face, then you down. No, that did not go the right direction. Want you that way. All right, now L, invert, bam. Looking good. I like that. Yes. I can see this one needs to come up just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Pull these down just a hair. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So there's a Census 2010. Well, I forgot about the United States. I'm going to have to really adjust these in order to get those to work. So I'll have to pull this one down and then this one up as far as I can while not getting too tight on the United States Census. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something like that. But for now, I'll leave it as is because I need to get all the patterning done before I do it. I like how it looks, though. The text is coming along very nicely, even as modeled text. So, later this afternoon, I will be doing this Alaska counts. Same thing, modeling its text, and then adjust to fit the bit, and then I will add the final detail onto the totem pole here. Add some more detail, tighten it up a little bit, and then yeah, that'll be done. All right, so let's. I can add texture on these. I need to share. And then here is roughly what it will look like when it is done. Except I need top not to show. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what it will look like. I'm gonna have to go thicker on these stems just because I know that my machine cutting that, it would be too thin and it may have issues. Or I could actually push them down. Right now they're at the 0, but if I wanted them I could go negative 1.5, actually 1.5, and push them halfway down. That would make it easier on the stem and allow me to have a thinner stem without cutting it like that, and it would give it depth. I always try to, even if it's a very flat model, I always try to add depth on there. Like I could come in here to the Census 2010 and even push those. I could put the 2010 down to a 1.5, or I mean, heck, why not have all of it at a 1.5 and leave the totem as the main prominent thing. I actually think I'll do that. I'll leave the totem as the prominent middle with all the text at half, 1.5, because I do 3mm depths on all my models, all of my medallions. So totem stays prominent, those get half depth. I like that. And heck, I could even push the stem here down even farther, so that would be what? I don't know off the top of my head. What? No, I did not want that. 0.75, that's what it would be. Plus 0.75. I could do, yeah, 2.25. That would leave 0.75 depth on that. I'll play around with that. We'll see. But for now, I will leave it at that. Save. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this stream. It's a little bit of a shorter stream. But I'm also testing out the multi-streaming. I'm streaming on 5 different platforms, but the only one that I will be monitoring for comments is Gamer Center, gmr.center. So join me there on my next stream for live interactions and conversation. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining me, and join me next time.